If you are someone that is about to give up on your life goal and your dream, something that you really want to accomplish, watch this video. Alright, so our story begins around the time of May 2019, I would say. It was one morning, and I remember it plain as day because I used to think about this all the time, and I still do up to this day, even now, for real. But it was one morning when I was playing Fortnite. I can remember it. I into my game, I jamming away, and my old lady, she got a phone call from the school, and it turned out to be our senior master, and she put the phone on speakerphone, and whilst they were talking to each other, I was listening, and when she came in the room, I heard my senior master said, unfortunately, Jermaine won't be able to graduate. Right after that, while I was playing Fortnite, someone actually headshotted me, and I find that to be a coincidence because right when he said that, like, that bust my brains wide open. And right after that, everything started to kick in. Like, I started to think about things like, yo, so what's next for me? I gotta go find a job now. What, is my girlfriend gonna leave me? I ain't going to college with her. I ain't graduating with her like I promised I would. So many thoughts started running through my head. Fast forward, my mom, she told me to go iron up your school clothes. We gonna head to the school right now because this can't go down like this. So she wanted to see if there's anything I could do last minute to help me graduate. So she took me to the school, took me to the vice principal's office, and she was like, listen, this is why he isn't able to graduate. I got an F in maths, and I didn't do my alright, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like something you were supposed to do for your BGCSE. I can't remember what it's called, but it had something to do with clothing construction. That's the class I took up. I failed those two classes, and they told me that was the reason I wasn't able to graduate. And she said that unfortunately there's nothing they could do. So since there's nothing we could do, we decided that we was gonna go home. And I remember on the ride home, I burst out crying. Like, tears just started running down my face because I literally had no plan whatsoever. I didn't know what I was gonna do after school. I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. I didn't know if I was still gonna have a relationship after this. I just didn't know what was gonna happen. Fast forward, like, probably a couple days later, I got myself a job at a food store as a parking boy to make some money until I figured out what I wanted to do. So I just kept on saving money over and over, just working away. And I remember two of my friends who was inside my set, I believe, two of them graduated, and what happened was they both said that they called my name at the graduation. They called my name, and I think they had my diploma too, or whatever, if they called my name, you know what I mean? But I didn't go because it was said that I didn't graduate. All two of them came on the same day and said the exact same thing, and I ain't gonna lie, that broke me down. Because it's like, yeah, but it ain't true. You know what I mean? I know it ain't true. So let me give y'all a little bit of insight of what happened before that. So what was supposed to happen was all the students were supposed to get their report cards before they got the letters to say whether they was able to graduate or not. Okay? I got my letter, and it said that I was able to graduate, bro. I was so happy. But there was one girl who I can remember. I don't know exactly what her letter said, but clearly it said that she wasn't able to graduate because I can remember her hollering through the halls of the school. She breaking down. I talking about breaking down. And she was one of those said, those said who wouldn't really be checking for class like that. One of those girls who would be ducking or whatever, or probably inside ain't doing no work and just cracking joke or whatever. Yeah, she was one of those. And I was like, wait, damn, I don't want to feel that, bro. Because I know she was hurt. I watching this girl cry, say, but I know she hurt. But me, I thinking I good because I already got my letter saying that, hey, I Gucci, I able to go walk and graduate, bro. But that wasn't the case. I even went home, took that letter, and put it on my mom's pillow. I remember her coming home, going inside the room. She shouted and she was like, oh, I'm so proud of you. Fast forward back to me when they told me that, hey, they said my name at the graduation and I wasn't there or whatever. I still thinking to myself, wait, this the worst time to be me right now, wait. All those years in school and I have nothing to show for. Yeah, I got a couple medals, or I got a trophy or whatever for sports, but nothing for academics. I was never one of those students who was good at academics, okay? I was never good at academics. Probably because I didn't really apply no pressure towards it. But seeing how I am now, I could have done it if I wanted to. Luckily for me, I had someone in my corner who was speaking sense in my head. My girlfriend at the time, thank the Lord for her, because probably if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't have made that decision. I had the decision whether I wanted to go back and do another year in school, or I just wanted to carry on about my life like how I doing right now. But then I don't really see myself getting any opportunities if I stay the way I is right now, So I was like, bro, I'm gonna need some time to think about this. So the summer go by and I still thinking to myself, babe, what you wanna do? I never repeated a grade before in my life, bro. Do I really wanna do this? Do I really wanna do this? Because I know if I go back, these students, they're gonna be talking about me, but people gonna be making jokes about me just about every day. And I know that gonna hurt. And I really have no one to talk to like that, bro. But I'm thinking to myself, but you going back there for you. Don't mind what people say about you. Don't mind if people laughing. You know what you going back for. See, they don't understand because they haven't been put in the situation you were being put in. So, after having the whole summer to think about things, we went back to the school and the principal, he allowed me to come back. One, because I never was in trouble when I came to school. Never got detention, never got suspended, never been in a fight. For my whole time being in high school, I never got suspended. I left all of that in junior school. So he told me that I was able to come back. And the only bad thing that he was worried about is that the school's dress code was you had to wear blue pants. And he said he always wearing slim fit black jeans. But that wasn't really a problem. I just could wear the blue pants or whatever, come properly dressed to school. That's not a problem. They allowed me to come out. All my time saving through the summer, I bought all my school supplies. Didn't let my parents pay for a cent because it was my decision to go back. You know what I mean? Fast forward now, it's the first day of school. I remember going back, and so, mind you, I was one of those guys who had friends in grade 12, 11, and 10. I was cool with everybody, so or mostly everyone knew my face, and I was chill with everyone. But going back to school, bro, you would swear think people got you. You would swear think people is your friend for real. But it ain't really like that. You know, when I go back to school, so many people look at me different. I remember not having anyone to talk to, just sitting alone, me and my thoughts. I was like, bro, this is different. I used to having a lot of people around me, bro. I used to having friends and all that. But I was put in a position where I felt like an outcast. You know what I mean? I remember it being break time, and these two girls, they saw me walking past, and one of them said, I know he feel bad, he had to come back. And in my head I was saying, wait, you have no idea. Fast forward to what it was, I think lunchtime. I was taken to my homeroom for the first time of the day. They didn't know what homeroom to put me in as yet. So they put me in this homeroom, and immediately the people in the class recognized me or whatever. And it was like, he ain't no new student. He stayed back. What do you stay back for? All these questions started getting asked when I walk inside the classroom. And it's like, I remember hearing someone say, "Wait, he's stupid for staying back." And I was like damn, boy. And it's like, I can't really say nothing back because like I didn't lose all my confidence. I already feel like I don't have nobody on my side. Well, except for my family and my girlfriend at the time, which that much I was thankful for. But for the most part, I didn't really feel like I had anyone to talk to for real. It was a rough first day. The second day, I remember walking under the tree. I reached the school early. It wasn't time for class yet. And I remember this girl. I sat under the tree, and she literally pointed at me, and like she mocked me, saying I was stupid for staying back in school, and that she could never. Yeah, you're right. You could never, but I'm gonna. See that saying? Fuck. This is giving me headaches, to be honest. Okay. Let's talk about how I was when it came to my classes. I had a completely new strategy. Alright? I went from sitting at the back of the class to the front of the class. As simple as that sounds, that alone is a lot. Because if you're sitting at the front of the class, let's say this is the front of the class, the teacher is in front of me and the board is behind her, and I only have people on the side of me. I'm really paying attention to them because I'm more focused on what's in front of me. If I had the back of the class, I have more things to view. The side of the class, people on the side of me, people diagonal from me, people in front of me, a lot of distractions. Yeah, when you sit at the front of the class, you minimize the distractions you have, okay? So when it comes to classes, I highly recommend that you sit in front of the class. Highly recommend you sit in front of the class. It helps. And something I would always do before any of my classes, I would pray and I would be like, God, please help me to stay focused. And please help me to accomplish my goals. And that's something I didn't talk about. I already told y'all that I got an F in maths. My goal from my F in maths to an A, as crazy as that sounds, I wanted to go from a 1-point student all the way to a 3-point student. As crazy as that sounds. I wanted to go to college. Mind you, I never had college on my mind up until that point. As crazy as that sounds. I wanted to make the people around me proud. That's including family and my girlfriend. Mainly my old lady. Mainly my old lady. Because mind you, babe, after I find out that I wasn't graduating, babe, for the whole summer, I had to just feel like a disappointment, to be honest. Full-blown disappointment. Because, like, you really just wasted 12 years and have nothing to show for. Like, you really put a... How you could imagine your parents doing all of this for you and you just doing a bunch of BS in school. You saying that you're doing well, but you ain't really doing well. I promised my girl at the time, before all of this happened, that we was gonna graduate. I broke my promise. Told my old lady I was doing good in school. That didn't turn out to be the case because I didn't graduate. Bro, it was sucky, but... And after that, I really became, I guess you could say, antisocial. Me, I don't really see myself as an antisocial person. I see myself as an easy, cool, chill person. I could get along with just about anybody, given enough time. It doesn't even take long for people to get to like me, for real. My personality is, I guess you could say, bubbly, colorful, yeah, all the good stuff, all the green lights. But like, after having all that talk the first year around, I didn't really say much anymore. And I went into a real state of depression. We're gonna speed this up a little bit. So, fast forward now. I doing good in all my classes. And I did something I never did before. If I got a C in a class, C is average. If I got a C in a class, I would ask the teacher if I could do the assignment over. I literally was going to my teachers asking them if I could do the assignment over so I could get a higher grade. Fortunately, some assignments that they did let me do over, and I did do better on those. I got B's, A's. I was working my hip off, bro. And there was this thing that was called a job portfolio. Around the first time I was doing grade 12, and I barely did that the first time. Barely. I think I did like one page and then I stopped. But it's a portfolio, bro. It takes a lot of time and effort. And me, I already told myself that, bro, I ain't wasting no time this time. I gonna get all these things done on time. Okay? In order to complete my job portfolio, I had to go to the library because I didn't have a computer, a laptop, or a printer at the time. So I decided that, you know what, I going to go to the library and I'm gonna get this done by any means necessary. So you know what that means? Doing a whole day of school. 3 o'clock hit, I going on the bus and I going straight to the library, bro. I was in there I reached till 7. So if you really think about it, I really had no time to myself like that. No time to chill, goof off or whatever. No time to chill, goof off or none of that. I only had one goal. But I gonna make this school remember me. See what I'm saying? I gonna be at the top of my game. I ain't gonna let nothing get in my way. I ain't gonna let nobody. I don't care if people laughing at me. I don't care if people talking about me. Y'all can talk about me now. I want y'all to talk about me now, so that when I actually accomplish everything I said to do, coming back this time around, I want y'all to talk about me even more. You see what I'm saying? I want y'all to continue talking. So right, it took me about 2 weeks. 2 weeks? I would say probably 2 weeks to finish my job portfolio. And mind you, that's something they just give you to finish for about the whole 2 terms of you in school for the year of grade 12. Yeah, for the whole full 2 terms, 2 semesters. I finished it in 2 weeks, bro. Mind you, this is still new to me because I didn't do it the first time. But I have the drive to go and make this happen regardless of not knowing what I should be doing. I got it done. I got an A in that class. And it's something like I never really used to talk to anyone about this part, Rachel. Cause like it's a really touchy it's really hard to talk about because believe it or not, babe. And y'all might think this sounds sad or whatever, but it's the truth. Every night I would listen to inspirational music, babe, and I would break down crying. And not only that, I would legit practice how I was going to walk up on stage when I got my diploma. Every night. Mind you, I say not a lot of people know that because my people would be sleeping around that time. But hey, I feel so alone. My it ain't funny. The effect that I had on my mental health was severe, but I ain't gonna even lie to you. It took me a while to get to the point where I feel like I could just open up my mouth and say anything again, or be open with people again after having that whole experience. But even going through all that, still persevered. Still had that one goal mindset. I'm gonna make this happen regardless. Either I gonna get it or I gonna die trying. There was actually 2 times that I broke down during my time in school. One was in language class with one of my favorite teachers. Miss Thompson. Yeah. I love that woman, man. She's an old woman. She's a sweetheart though. But I end up breaking down, crying inside her class, and no one know what I was crying for. Because like, wait, y'all know y'all love to be in school for the full 2 semesters for that's more than 100 and more than 100 days. You do know that. But you can imagine not having someone to talk to, and you going to school 5 days out of the week for 100 plus days. You don't have no one to talk to. Everyone is talking about you or laughing at you and mocking you. You barely even talking to your peoples at home now because you getting so accustomed to not talking to anyone at school. You bringing that same behavior at home, and you just feel like it's just you. See what I'm saying? And it's so hard. But through all that, I persevered. Nah, putting all that sad stuff aside, fast forward to report card day for the first semester. I went my last GPA was, before I stayed back another year, was a 2 point flat. Okay, 2 point flat. And my accumulative was a 1.96. Alright? Bad, very bad. That's very bad. Alright, so like I said, I was always one of those students who would do just enough just to get by, you know what I mean? Just enough to keep my peoples hold my ear so they don't have to say nothing to me. Just enough so I could play game or whatever. And I thinking to myself, boy, it's finally the day. Time to see if what I been doing was actually making sense. My auntie took me to go pick up my report card. It was a rainy day. And I thinking to myself, boy, I mean, I know I ain't do bad, but I just thinking, bro, did I get my 3 point? You know what I mean? Did I get my 3 point? And we went there and we picked up my report card. I came back inside the car and I looked at my report card and I was like, yo, that's a different set of numbers, bro. That's a different set of numbers. But then I kinda like sad in a way because I was mad. I didn't hit my 3 point, but I still did well, you know what I mean? Actually, that was the highest GPA I ever got in school at the time. I jumped from a 2 point flat to a 2.67. And when I was in the school, I asked them, no, actually my auntie asked them. She asked them why I didn't get my 3 point. They said I would have gotten my 3 point if I didn't fail maths. Maths was the only class that I failed. And I was like, that's it? And in my head I thinking, okay, so now I know what I need to do for next year. Bro, mash up. I gonna be mad so bad. And at the time I think my peoples, they was away. So I was home by myself or whatever. And I was just like, yeah, that's alright. Now I know what I need to do to get my 3 point. Now that I actually think about it, boy, this stuff isn't hard. You know what I mean? Now that I actually thinking about it, it isn't hard. You just have to apply yourself and want it for yourself, babe. Want it for the right reasons. You know what I mean? More than anything, you should want it for yourself. More than anything. And so, fast forward now. We in the year 2020. I decided that I was going to sit in front of the class for maths. I was sitting in the front of the class for all my other classes except for maths because I hated maths. I hate maths with a passion, for real. I hate maths with a passion. That was the one thing I was trying to avoid. But after I realized, bro, that's something I gonna have to do, I was like, babe, let's get it over with. So I then decided that, you know what, I'm gonna sit in front of the class and I'm gonna pay attention to everything my teacher have to say, and I'm gonna be one of the top students, bro. One of the top students. So grade after grade, getting A's, 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 B's, A's. C? No, I don't want that. Give me something. Can I do the assignment over, or can I do another separate assignment? Sure you can. Got to be on that assignment. That's my new grade. I was just having my way with maths, bro. Having my way with maths. And ultimately, it felt so good. Because like, I felt like something that was so hard became so easy after I applied myself. It wasn't hard at all. It was just a mental thing. It was just a mental thing. It's a battle between me and myself. I was doubting myself and making myself think that, oh well, maths is so hard. You know? Shoot. That's just the one subject that I'm not going to focus on. Forget you. I'm going to stick with language. English. Yeah. But anyways, fast forward now. We reach May. I think it was May 3rd. May 3rd is the last day I remember going to school. And that is the time where the global pandemic started. You know, COVID-19, where we all had to stay inside. All the masks. Oh my god, I did hate the masks. Oh my god, I hated masks so much. I did well in all of my classes. I did well staying back another year in grade 12. More than I ever did in any of my years of school. The best things in life are worth fighting for. The best things in life are worth fighting for. Don't give up. Because if I did give up, I probably wouldn't have been in the position I am today. To be honest. To be truthfully honest with you. Because a lot has happened. People admire me now. People admire me now for what I did, for what I've went through and what I've done. So, fast forward now, report card day. My old lady, she taking me to get my report card now. And they have us picking our report cards up. They would have like a teacher come and bring the report card to your car or whatever. And it was my physical education teacher. She came and she brought me my report card. And I can remember she smiling at me, and she was like, congratulations. And I was like, I know I ain't do bad, I just wondering if I get my 3 point. See what I'm saying? So we driving now. We about to leave the school. I shaking. I can't even bring myself to open up the envelope. I let my old lady open it in front of the car. I could hear her unfolding the paper. All I hear is this big shout, this big scream. And she said, Jay, you get a 3 point. And I was like, bro, finally, boy. I ain't gonna lie, I shout so loud in that schoolyard. The feeling of relief, like took something heavy off my shoulders, knowing that I came and I did exactly what I said I was going to do. Let me tell you what all happened, because this was just a day full of accomplishments. I went from an F student to an A student in maths, like I said I would. I finished maths. I got a 93% in maths overall grade. Or maybe 94. I think it was 94. 93, 94. One of those. Passed with A2. I went from a 2-point student to a 3-point student in the space of 2 terms, bro. In the space of 2 terms. Mind you, I never ever got a 3-point in my life. Even in preschool, primary school, I never got a 3-point in my life up until that point when I decided that I wanted to. I got a bronze improvement award, which I feel like they robbed me because I was supposed to get a silver improvement award or gold. Bronze is just, I don't understand that. What y'all want me to do? I got a bronze improvement award though. Yeah. And I got into college too. I got into college. And the same set of people that was laughing at me, mocking me, and talking about me day in, day out and making my life a living hell while I was in school, those same set had to go through exactly what I went through the first time in grade 12 because they didn't graduate. So it's like, now y'all in my shoes and y'all actually understand my pain. And I bet y'all ain't willing to go through what I went through inside school coming back. Because then students would put y'all through the exact same thing y'all put me through. And knowing y'all, I bet y'all can't handle the pressure. But I was able to handle that pressure. See what I'm saying? Listen, the toughest battles are given to the bravest soldiers. Okay? Perseverance. Always remember, bro. If you have like a long-term goal, something that takes time to accomplish, don't never give up. Regardless of who's talking down on you, regardless of who doesn't believe in you, boy, regardless of any of that, boy, as long as you believe in yourself, you can make anything happen. Because in all honesty, in this world, the only person who can stop you from getting to where you want to be is you. Don't let no one talk down on you. Don't let no one belittle you. Because you're perfectly capable of doing anything you see fit, anything you want to put your mind to. And I proved that to myself. And anytime I think like, bro, anytime I think I can't do this, I had to remember, give myself a little reminder of my accomplishments, bro. Because like, hey, I really am him, bro. I really am him. But to whoever watching this right now, I don't even care about the viewers for real, babe. I don't even care about the viewers, babe. To whoever watching this right now, because I wish I had someone to talk to me like this when I was going through it. But what your dream? Don't give up on that. Don't give up on that. My dream is to do YouTube, and I ain't gonna give up on it. It's gonna take some time. Just like how it took some time to get all my accomplishments when I went back to school. But how badly you want it? What you willing to do for it? You willing to persevere and endure? You willing to go to hell and back to get what you want, babe? Don't never give up on your dreams, babe. That's for everyone watching this video, whether you subscribe or not. I don't care about all that. For this one video, I don't care about all that. I just hoping that it reaches the right people. Reaches the right people this time. So yeah. I hope you all enjoyed the video. And take my word for it, man. I know what it is to work hard for what you want. I know what it is to be at those low points and you feel like, bro, I don't even feel like this worth it no more. And don't even let that voice, don't listen to that voice at all, because it isn't worth listening to that voice. Like that voice right there is just basically the devil trying to stop you because he see you working so hard, and he know that if he don't say nothing, if he doesn't say nothing, you're gonna get to where you wanna be faster. So he trying to slow you down. See what I'm saying? So I encourage you, and I want y'all to always, always persevere. The power of perseverance is real. The power of determination is real. Don't ever give up on what y'all want in this life, bro. Don't ever give up on what y'all want in this life. But anyway, that's the video right there. I catch y'all in the next one. CB gang, hey out.